to earn more money? Yeah, lots of us. How many of us like to ask people for more money? Yeah. So sometimes we get these big goals and we see it and we affirm it and we're so happy and grateful. And then we got to go do stuff. And we need to start taking action. And that's what we're going to talk about today, is really putting into motion your success. So taking action is the most important piece to realizing your goal or your dream, making it happen. Because you've probably heard before that the world doesn't pay you for what you know or what you see in your mind's eye, right? It pays you for what you do. The universe rewards action. Sometimes we don't know what the right actions are. So today we're going to workshop how to just start the gears going, how to engage the law of attraction, how to start aligning resources for you. Because an amazing thing happens when you start to just take baby steps. People start coming into your life. They start hearing about what you're doing. You start to get out of your own head. You know, I know and believe that the only way to fail, the only way to not achieve your goals is to not take action. Right? Because if you don't take action, then you're just in your own head. When you're in your own head, you breed fear. And fear breeds doubt. You start to think of all the reasons why you're not going to do it or why you shouldn't do it. And then when you're just sitting in your head all day thinking about the reasons why not to do it, you're not out making the progress. You're not out taking the actions that you need to make your goals a reality. So we know that successful people take action. They move mountains, right? You're on Pinterest, you're on Instagram, you see all of the motivational quotes. And it's all about getting up early, putting in the work, doing the right things. And so to be successful, you have to do what successful people do. So it might not be that the action is like putting yourself out there or doing more work. Sometimes the action is asking for help. So some of you may know me as someone that's built my own business. I've been my own boss for many years. I'm a coach. I have a successful business. And what a lot of you don't know is that I started my business to have more freedom, to be able to do what I love. And it started out that way. Cool, okay, I want to coach people, I can help them. So, all right, learning marketing, yeah, I'll do that. I was the yes girl, yeah, I'll do that. I'll be in action. I'll do 5 things a day. I'll talk to people. So I realized I had been on this hamster wheel every day, checking the email, doing the Facebook, going live, following up, do a comment, make sure this person got my email. Wait, what about this client? Have they paid? I don't know, should they? I don't know, do I even want to work with them? I don't know. And so by the time I got to the brewery, I took a longer pause and a deeper breath than I had taken in a long time. And I realized that the going 1,000 miles a minute in every direction wasn't what I wanted to be doing at all. So I decided maybe I'm open to something different. Maybe I could entertain a different type of job. Maybe I could be open to new ways of earning money. And then I closed that conversation. We went on with the day, and the next day I got to my office and I thought, I did say I was open to it. And I know when I put something out there, I gotta take action. So the first action I decided to take was to pull up LinkedIn. Any entrepreneurs been on LinkedIn lately? It's gross, okay? I wasn't qualified for anything. Nothing sounded exciting. My energy was just like, oh, no LinkedIn. I won't do those jobs. And so then I remembered something in this principle that Jack Canfield taught me, and that was to just ask the universe for exactly what you want. So I sat down and I thought, okay, well, let's just write down what I want in a perfect world. So I want to be able to work remote. I still want to be able to work on my own. I still want to be a coach. I like the coaching piece of my work. I want to have a team that supports me. Didn't have a team. I want to be able to earn as much as I want, more than 6 figures. And I want to feel good about going to work again. So I put that aside, and as a lot of yogis, I work with a lot of yoga teachers and some of us that have been called woo-woo, I was hoping that would be enough. Just my letter to the universe telling you what I wanted. Well, the reality is you have to do more than just ask the universe. So I continued my search. I started looking in new places like Indeed, Facebook, and a few days later a friend of mine had posted that they were looking to add a coach to their team. And I thought, okay, this must be a sign. So I asked, can I be a good fit for that? And he said, absolutely, let's talk. So we talked, and he told me a little bit more about the role, and I told him a little bit about what I was looking for. And he said, oh yeah, well, it's definitely someone that's going to be a part of our supported team. It's a remote position for now. Is that going to be okay? You'll be earning 6 figures with the opportunity to earn more. And you're a coach, right? So I was doing the coaching work for that program. And I said, well, sure, let's give it a go. And so I've been working with Xander Fryer now in the high impact coaching team for a couple of months. And I went back to my list and I realized that one of the pieces that was still missing there that was on my list that I of course already told you about, so you remember this from the story, was that I still wanted to be able to speak. And sure enough, then that was his announcement this week on our team call, was that our next live event was going to be in April. And so I'll be speaking at that in April. And so the point here for all of us is that sometimes we think that we are doing the right things. And we're in action. And we're on that path and we can keep beating down the tree with the same hammer every single day. But that might not be the right tool you need or the right tree you even need to be at. And so when we can take pauses like this workshop, like this opportunity to really take a look at what do I need to be doing? Who could I be asking that you might not be thinking about? So we're going to get into partners right now and do a little exercise to just start your creative juices flowing. So go ahead and just pair up with someone close to you. And just raise your hand. Does anyone need a partner?
I'm videotaping.
Okay, great. So the person closest to the window, you're going to be the tacos. And the people closest to the wall, you're going to be the pizza. So pizza, people over here, this partner. Pizza partner, I want you to just spend 1 minute brainstorming actions you can take to get closer to your goal. Now, these could be crazy things. So one of my goals was to have a better schedule. So I could be pizza partner and say, okay, I could just stop going to the gym because then I wouldn't have as much time at the gym. I could hire aliens to coordinate my Google Calendar because it's always quirky. I could ask for help from my partner in the mornings. I could hire an assistant, okay? Get the idea of just ideas. I talked about aliens, okay? But this is an exercise in getting you, thinking about the actions you need to take. So each partner will have 1 minute. Are there any questions about the exercise? Beautiful. Pizza slices, take it away. 1 minute, just brainstorming.
I could.
Just raise our hands. Great. So now just take 20 seconds to yourself and write down one thing that you can do. Okay, you had a few ideas, and I'm sure there's one actionable item. Whether you don't know exactly how it's going to work out, just write it down so you have a note leaving this workshop of something you can actually do when the hopium wears off and you're not just all hopped up on hopium. You'll have an action, at least one written down.
I love that.
Right? All right, so a lot of you said that you're interested in earning more money. So what I have here is a book that I've written about how to create the financial freedom and impact you deserve. So who would like this book?
Me! Oh! I couldn't.
Amy!
All right, I want to see that.
So what did Amy do to get that book?
We all took action. She just faster than us.
So she took action. Yeah. So some of you in the back, I know you might have had a long way to go, but what was going through your head?
I didn't have a pull to get it.
You didn't have a pull. You didn't have the right resources. Okay? You wanted to create a mechanism to go get it, right? Doretta, how come you didn't grab the book?
I wanted to come to me.
You wanted to come to you. Did anyone feel like, oh, I might look really silly if I go up there? Or, I don't know if that's really what I want. Those are things that were going through my mind, right? Anyone else have an ego? Like, oh, what will they think of me if I look for a job? Or if I run up there for that book? Right? And so we have to be aware of those thoughts that will trip us up and try to keep us in our comfort zone, in that head game of not taking action. And so when you can become aware that those things will happen, you will have thoughts about, I don't have the right tool, what will I look like? I just am gonna sit here and wait for the universe to deliver my job in a hot air balloon that I'm gonna visualize all day. So you've gotta start to become aware of those blocks that are keeping you in your comfort zone in inaction. because maybe Amy looked silly for a minute, but she has a book, and I'll even autograph it for her, okay?
Did you write that?
Yeah.
Sure did.
Yeah.
When I realized it was hers, I'm like, I want to have
Yeah, so I can
and look at this, a beautiful thing.
I
Awesome.
love that action. So in summary, today we talked a lot about goal setting and the power of setting intentions and visualizing. And at the end of the day, if you don't take actions, if you don't start asking for what you want, asking for help, asking for the next step, jumping up and taking the resources that are available to you, you won't make the changes. So I hope that you all take action on that one thing you wrote down. And then to take this to the next level, how do we make this a habit? How do we turn this from something, again, that we just do at a conference one time to something that becomes part of us, a success habit? I have a few suggestions. You might want to take notes on this, okay? So the rule of 5. Jack Canfield talks about this, and I think it's really a powerful tool for anyone who wants consistent growth, long-term success. And that is every single day, write down 5 things you're going to do that will get you closer to your goal, that will start to move the needle forward. So when I was writing this book, my 5 things were to write 5 pages or to tell 5 people. And again, just like, hammering down a tree, if you have a tool and you're hitting that tree 5 times a day, you will eventually timber. Now, life can get in the way, right? We all have more things than just books to write and people to call. So to really make sure that this happens, there's 2 other things you can do to keep yourself in consistent action. Write your 5 things a day, that's 1. Secondly, make a consequence if you don't do that thing. I told you guys, my favorite activity is going to breweries. I love tasting beer, day drinking, okay? Maybe a fault, but it's true for me right now. And so I can't go do that. I can't have a glass of wine. I can't have alcohol in the day unless I've accomplished my 5 things. But who's gonna know or care, right? Well, then the third thing you can be doing is having an accountability partner. So someone that you tell that you're doing these 5 things, or you tell you're gonna make this happen, so that they can check in on you, and you can cheers them virtually with a text emoji like I'm doing right now with my accountability partner, Ryan. Right? So setting the intention to take action every day, having a consequence so it kind of hurts if you don't do that thing, and then having someone hold you accountable so you're consistently in action and making your dream life your real life.